One of my favorite characters in Power Book 2 Ghost is none other than King Tejada. And he can be described, in my opinion, as self-centered. I mean, he's all about himself. Definitely bloodthirsty. It is obvious that Kane loves putting in work. But I think one word to describe Kane is just simply psychotic. Kane is crazy. But I think when his character is on the screen and he's in the mix, it's what makes the show very exciting to watch. Now, when we describe Kane, will we be able to say after season 4 that Kane is now the king? It's your man Parlo from the Parlo Gym Show. Certainly appreciate you rocking with me. If you enjoy this type content, make sure you go by my channel and hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. And make sure you drop down in the comments section and give me your thoughts, theories, and predictions on this episode. So I am predicting that King Tejada will become king in season 4. Now, we briefly saw him at the throne when Mecca was on the scene, and King knew that Mecca was up to dirt and Monet was up to dirt, and he played it and he was running things for a moment. It didn't last long, but I believe that he's going to become king of the Tejada organization. And let me give you a few quick reasons why I believe. Number one, we know that from last season that Drew and Diana planned to use Kane to take out Tariq. And I believe that their plan is going to fail. Okay. One thing about Kane, he knows how to persevere through trouble. Even though he's not a great thinker, I believe some kind of way he's going to find out that his siblings are trying to twist him up in their little web of destruction, and Kane is going to buck against them. Okay. In fact, he may go ahead and take out Monet just to spoil Drew and Diana so he can rule them with fear. That's just a theory that I have, and that's my first reason why I think Kane will become king. Number two, I believe that Kane has grown weary of Monet's leadership. Now, I've grown weary of Monet's leadership. She punks everybody, from her man to her children. I mean, it does not matter. Now, I must say she tried to punk Tariq, and Tariq did not stand for that. So I've got to give him some points. But overall, I'm ready for Monet to catch a few slugs. I hope Kane puts a couple of hot ones in her. But like I've said on some past episodes, we don't know if Monet is going to come out of the hospital having all of her memory. We don't know how capable she's going to be. And so that's going to be something to see how the writers put that together. But I believe that Monet has called Kane stupid one too many times. I mean, she tries to confide in him and make him feel a little bit special, but whenever he fumbles the ball, she just really lets him have it and calls him just every kind of name in the book. And for a while, we see that Drew has really succumbed to her name calling, her verbal abuse, but I think he's had enough, and I believe that she's going to push him to the edge, and he's not going to fall off or jump. He's actually going to stand up for himself, and he could take out Monet himself because he's tired of her leadership. And thirdly, I believe that Kane will become king because if you look at Kane's character, when he is linked up with someone that is a thinker or a strategist, Cain levels up. He needs someone with him to kind of guide him in playing chess. He's great at muscle. He's great at applying pressure. He can get results, but he's not a thinker. I keep saying that. And so when he was with Tariq, even though he was jealous of him, they still, in my opinion, made a good team. Now, when Mecca was trying to use him, okay, even though he bucked a little bit, we see that he's more under control. He's more thought-provoking. And I think that Cain, he needs somebody with him to kind of help navigate the streets because he's got the muscle part down to a science. So I believe that Noma may give him a choice and say, look, either Monet or you is going to run the operation. I can't have both of y'all. And because of that temptation, he may take out his mother and sit up under Noma's leadership and be the king of the Tejada family, be the distro, and be the one that's running the street. So that's what I think. I think Cain is going to be king. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts, predictions, and comments about how I'm thinking. Do you think Cain has what it takes to be king, to run an organization, not for 2 years, but for 10 or 15 years? Does he have the longevity that we saw Ghost have? Or is he someone that's a fly-by-night kind of king? Kind of like Marlowe. He was in and out. He wore the crown just for a short time. That's what I think. I think we're going to see Cain run some things. Plus, I think the show is a little bit more twisted when Cain got a lot of screen time because you don't know what this nut is going to do. He is so funny. Now, if he does become king, and I've said this before, let me reiterate this. I believe his downfall is going to be Braden. I think Braden is going to be the one that takes him out. But that's another episode. On today's episode, I am just discussing, will Cain become the king? It's your man Parlo from the Parlo Gym Show. Make sure you go by my channel on YouTube and jump on that subscribe button if you enjoy this type content. I really love talking to my subscribers in the comment section. So drop down in the comment section and leave me your thoughts, comments, and theories. And be sure to jump on that like button. I really appreciate it. And until my next episode, y'all make sure y'all stay safe. And I'll catch you on another one. Peace.